Today we're going to discuss my experience teaching at Cambly. Before we get started though, please hit that subscribe button below this video for the world according to me. I'm trying to get my subscriber rate up to 1,000 subscribers by February 20th, so please hit that subscribe button below to keep this channel flowing. Thank you. Teaching English online at Cambly. It is via the conversation method only. Basically, when I first started, this was back in July 2013, you didn't need any experience, you could just log in and blah, blah. Currently, it's still true though, although I have found that a lot of other people who have experience have logged in more into the site. And I do know a couple people that weren't even considered for it, but for the most part, based on what I've gathered and the new members that have joined, you can and cannot have experience. I mean, it really doesn't matter at this point. Maybe what really matters to them, I think, is the profile and the video that you do upload. Now, this is part of my teaching English online experience, per se, because I've taught at several companies, both in the U.S. and abroad, especially Chinese companies. So, Cambly pays 17 cents a minute. Your earnings are in PayPal or are deposited in your PayPal account only, and they do pay weekly. So that is a huge bonus. If you have at least a $20 threshold, or you've met their $20 minimum, you can get paid weekly. Which is a huge asset because a lot of these companies pay you only once a month. So for Cambly, that is a huge thing. That is part of the pros. The pros of teaching at Cambly is that you get paid weekly. The threshold is minimum, is only $20, and you can meet the $20 threshold plus some working at Cambly. Now, the cons: it is only 17 cents a minute, which means hourly it comes out to maybe $10 and some change. However, you are paid at the per minute rate. So if a student calls and maybe chats with you a couple minutes, you only get paid those couple minutes. I mean, it's not a lot. It's not something I don't think you can survive in the United States or in the UK or in Europe. But if you are visiting or living in a country where your cost of living expenses are low, yeah, I mean, it can pay for food, basically. The problem, of course, and one of the huge cons is the internet connection. In a lot of countries where the internet connection is not good, Cambly has put in place some measures to provide some quality to their students that are calling in so they won't get disconnected or what have you. And that has prevented a lot of connections. That has prevented a lot of students and a lot of teachers from passing their speed test requirements. It's not always consistent, and sometimes you can log in, and most of the time you can't. If you have, less than 1 megabit per second. I know for those of you living in Europe and in the US, that may seem like, of course I can meet 1 megabit, yeah, but you cannot live off of Cambly. I can just tell you right now, there just isn't enough calls on Cambly for you to make a lifetime living on it. You can have students back to back, but really, at $10 an hour, it's not a livable wage, not even in the United States, and so forth. If you travel to a country maybe like Asia or Latin America, yeah, if you don't have, your living expenses are low and your rent is not expensive, you can. But anyways, yeah, that is my experience with Cambly has been pretty good in that respect. When I do get calls, because I don't always get calls. I'm traveling, and some of the countries that I travel to, I'm not able to connect. But when I have met the $20 threshold. I think the max that I've made online was like $60-something a week, which weren't consistent because I don't log in frequently and so forth. But yeah, when I really needed the damn money, I got it. So that has been my overall experience at Cambly. Now, the type of students that you would get on Cambly are mainly from Brazil, the Middle East, and most recently from Korea and China. I've gotten more Korean students than Chinese students. I've gotten Brazilians, a lot of students from Brazil, and a lot of students from the Middle East. However, keep in mind that not all students are quality students. And what I mean is that not all of them are, at least not at Cambly, not all of them are serious students that want to, that want to study or learn English. Some of them do call as prank callers. You do get some perverts online. I haven't had my share, thank goodness, but I've had a lot of fellow Cambliers who have, so keep that in mind. That's the ugly side of the business of Cambly. But, you do get some quality students, so keep that in mind. And all that counts. I mean, if you get a student that's connecting only 1 minute, you get paid 17 cents, of course. And that's gross. They don't take out, commission or taxes or anything like that. Obviously, if you get paid through PayPal, you get, you pay your taxes through I believe it's Schedule K that they send you for your PayPal payments if you reach over, I believe it's 20,000 in a year or so. But Cambly itself, they do not take out taxes, so keep that in mind. So, I think that is it. If you guys have any more questions, just leave me questions in the comments, and I will respond to you, and if it merits, maybe an updated video. But that has been my experience at Cambly, and see you on the next video. Bye!